This is a follow-up to the video girdling avocado trees to get consistent fruiting, and I want to show you this the results on this Hass tree here. We're looking at it from the opposite angle as the previous video, but in the previous video I showed that it was the right side that had been girdled and was setting fruit, and so now I want to show you the mature fruit before I harvest it, and then the new girdles on the left side and the results of that. So let me go inside the canopy. So it's March 2024 now, and the fruit's about mature, and before I start to harvest, here's what it looks like down low in the canopy, and I'll show you what it looks like up high in the canopy. Lots of fruit everywhere on limbs that were girdled. In fact, I felt that some of the limbs had just too much fruit, and some of the fruit was getting sunburned, and so I removed a lot. I stopped counting at around 250, so I removed roughly 250 plus small fruit from the tree. Anyway, it's got quite a mature crop on it now. I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 or a little more. My goal is not maximum production. My goal is consistent production. So I'm not looking for a ton of fruit in one year and nothing the next. Remember, the whole idea is I want roughly 50% of the tree girdled, so I get roughly 50% of maximum production every year. So here's a girdle that has the mature fruit on it, and I did this at about 1/4 inch wide, and the new girdles that I did in the fall of 2023 around Halloween, I did narrower. I wanted to see if I could get away with about 1/8 of an inch wide, and I like it. The effect was still there. I'll show you the effect, and yet the healing is a little bit better. Some of the 1/4 inch girdles that I've done in the past have healed well. Some of them haven't healed so well, and so I want to see if I can get away with slightly narrower cuts. Let me show you the outside. So the flowering is now coming on those recently girdled limbs. If you can see, I know it's a little bit hard to see, but this side of the tree has a lot of flowering starting, and so it should set quite a bit of fruit for 2025 harvest. And then over here on the other side are the limbs with our 2024 harvest here in the spring and summer of 2024. They won't flower at all, or very little, and they won't set fruit or very little here this spring, but I'll girdle them again this fall, and they'll be our fruit or our flowering for 2025. And we keep it going, splitting the tree in half with something to harvest every year. This tree's, I don't know, 15, 16 feet tall, and I was just hoping for about 100 avocados every year, but it's looking like it wants to make closer to 200 every year, which is fantastic. Avocados every year rather than a ton one year and almost nothing the next year. That's the goal with this girdling process, and it's happening.